Hello everyone, welcome to TechSQL. Let's learn how to create a database with SQL Server 2012. As you can see, I have opened Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Connect to the server and open the database pane. Right click on the new database option. Let's give the database name as testdb01 and the owner. Every database needs to have some owner, and most of the time it is SA. Let's define the initial size. As you can see here in the database files area, there are two names you see. First name is for the data file, testdb01. It's a logical name. Another is for the log file, that is testdb01_log. And the file group, as you can see, is primary, which is a default file group that gets created whenever you create a database. You can go ahead and add multiple file groups even after creating a database. So let's define the initial size as 100 MB and log we can define as 50 MB. As you can see here, we can very well define the autogrow parameters, and let's define those. As part of best practices, it's always a good idea to specify the file growth in megabytes and not in percent. So let's say we'll specify 10 megabytes. When it's getting full, grow to the 10 megabytes every time, and we can limit the data file depending on your setup. We can always go ahead and decide on that. Here in this example, we are going to limit it to 1 gig. Let's go ahead and do the same for the log file also. In megabytes 10 and limit it to 500 MB, 512 MB. Okay, let's see some of the options here. So some of the very important options are collation. As you can see, it has inherited the default collation level, but we can very well go ahead and change the same. And here something new which was not there in SQL Server 2000, to change the collation level per database, which means your server level collation can be something different, and each database residing on the server can carry different collation level. So we'll keep it to the default. Recovery model, which will where you can select what kind of recovery model you need to have: full, bulk, locked, and simple. In case you select simple, you don't need to take the transaction log backup, and the option will not get enabled. But in case you select the full, it will enable you the point-in-time recovery, and you will have to take the transaction log backups. Compatibility level. Let's say your application doesn't support SQL Server 2012. So, and you have SQL 2012 server running in your environment, you can very well go ahead and set the compatibility level as per your application. Let's say if it works on 2005 or 2008, you can very well select that compatibility level here. And these are some of the parameters related to statistics, shrink, update statistics. We'll go through these parameters in detail in next section. Let's create OK, which will trigger the database creation. And we are done here. We can see the testdb01 database got created successfully. Thank you.